Have you ever heard about the time when people shaved their eyebrows because a cat died? A cat lies carefully covered in soft cloth. A priest steps forward. He gently shaves their eyebrows, letting the hair fall away, grief made visible on the skin. But that's just the beginning. Later, you'll see how losing a cat could change an entire household and even affect the law. If grief marked your face, what would you look like? Like and subscribe to stay in the room with history. Ancient Egyptians loved cats, not just as pets. Cats protected food, chased snakes, and walked through homes like tiny guardians. But they were also sacred. Bastet, the cat-headed goddess, made cats holy. Losing a cat was more than losing a friend. It was losing part of your home, your luck, and your faith. When a cat died, Egyptians shaved their eyebrows. This was not for fashion, it was a public sign of grief. A bare forehead said, "I have lost someone I loved deeply." Therefore, mourning became visible. Everyone could see it, and everyone understood it. The ritual had rules. Friends and family did the shaving. Priests blessed the skin. Small cat figurines or offerings were placed in temples to guide the cat's spirit to the gods. But not every cat's death was the same. Some losses were private and quiet. Others were public, almost like a citywide event. Eyebrows shaved. People shared the grief together. Imagine this: you just lost a pet you loved more than anything. Would you show your grief to everyone? Would you mark your face like the Egyptians did to prove your loss? Tell me what you would do. Leave a comment now and see how others feel. This practice shows how Egyptians thought about life and death. Mourning was not hidden. It was written on the body. Therefore, shaving eyebrows turned grief into a shared story. A story everyone could see and feel. Archaeologists found tombs full of mummified cats wrapped carefully. These were not just pets. They were symbols of love, devotion, and the link between humans and the divine. But losing a cat could also remind society of rules, status, and community. Mourning was personal. Mourning was public. Imagine living in a world where grief needed a visible mark. Losing a cat meant shaving your eyebrows. Your sadness became part of the city, part of the culture. Faces told stories without words. Therefore, even today, when we see Egyptian art, we are not just seeing beauty, we are seeing sorrow, devotion, and respect. Would you shave your eyebrows to honor a beloved animal? Share your thoughts below. The most meaningful answer will get pinned. If this story held your attention, you will want to watch my video titled "Why Ancient Egypt Killed." You for hurting a cat. It shows how far this devotion truly went. Watch it next. It is already waiting for you on my channel. They shaved their eyebrows not to erase beauty, but to wear grief on the skin. Each bare brow carried a story of love, loss, and respect that lasted thousands of years.